Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Myself Shubham, and in this video let us talk about Python. So it's been 2 years that Python hype is spreading like fire. It's now over industry as well as university. Universities has adopted Python as their first language. So it's replaced C language and now Python is first language for all the first year student. So you can understand the impact that Python is delivering over student. Not only this, Python is now the most popular as well as fastest growing programming language for 2 consecutive years. In 2017, Stack Overflow released a report regarding this and now followed again for 2018 as well. So you can understand the impact that Python is delivering over the lives of programmer. One thing I need to talk about. Python is the first choice for all the newbie who are starting their programming career. So now you can judge the hype that Python has created in the past 2 years. Earlier, Java, PHP, these were the most common programming language for a newbie or student to approach. C and C++ was considered as their first language and they want to jump over these high level language, that is PHP and Java. But now Python is taking that position also. So who is using Python except the programmers who is using Python? So Python is now famous and most popular among software engineers, mathematicians, data analysts, scientists, accountant, network engineers. Everyone is using Python like hell. They are using for automation, analysis, they are using for apps, lot more thing is going on. So let me distribute these points. We need to focus on 2 things. Is it a bubble that will burst after a few years because it is just the hype that is created, or it is the real deal that why these people are using? So if I need to distribute them into 2 points, my first question will be what we can do with Python and the second will be why the language is so popular. So the first thing that I need to talk about is what we can do with Python. So there are several programming language and you can think what you can do with other programming language. You might want to go into data analysis, you want to go into machine learning, AI, or you want to do some automation or create some web apps, or maybe a mobile application or a desktop application, or you want to make a career into testing or hacking. You think about so many things that you want to do and you might choose different languages for all these things. But with Python you can do that. So Python is majorly popular because of its flexibility and the development into community. So these all are the things that I want to convey, that you can do almost everything in a good specific manner. And there are several frameworks that you can implement, there are several libraries, and you might think that is Python your first choice? Maybe Python can be your initial choice and then you can upgrade with other languages. But you can start anything with Python. The second question or the second doubt that I was having is why Python is so popular. So I need to divide the reasons into 2. The first thing is it is very easy with beginners. And also it can solve complex problem in less time with fewer lines of code. If I take an example of loops, if I take an example of extraction, if I take an example of creating a script for automation, each and everything can be done with fewer lines of code in Python. So sometimes Python use only 1/10 of lines for creating a project. So you can understand why the hype is still there in the industry. And the next reason that I always think of is it's high level. It is always preferred with cross-platform, it has huge community and the ecosystem. So with high level I mean time and memory management. With cross-platform I mean how well it performs in Windows, Mac, Linux, it performs the same. And it has a huge community. So if you have any doubt, if you have any requirement, you can jump onto Stack Overflow, GitHub, Bitbucket, and you can see how open source project and how other people are devoting and delivering towards the community. The fourth and the last thing is large ecosystem. So in the past 20 years, Python libraries and the frameworks are so well developed that you can do anything. So whatever you want to do might have been done by several other people. So if you stuck anywhere, you can directly use their source and you can speed up your process of developing other things. So this is one of the crucial method. You have tons of libraries, you have tons of framework to speed up your process, and it's not a bad thing. It's one of the best thing to utilize and understand how to process your development in a fast phase. This is one of the major reasons that why people are connecting with Python. The community is huge and they are really supportive towards each and everything. So now I hope you understand that the multi-purpose uses of Python and also being a beginner friendly language help Python to be one of the most hyped and most popular language. And the last thing that I want to mention is the salary. Python developers usually get approx 120k in US and also good salary in other parts of the world. And you know the hype of machine learning, AI and all the latest technologies all are depending on Python. So don't miss out Python, it will be growing fast for 2019. And the other thing I need to mention before ending this video is it's not a bubble. If community is working, if ecosystem is working towards the language, towards its growth, it's not a bubble. Because there are frameworks that get regular updates, there are frameworks, there are new libraries. If they are getting updated, if they are working towards the community, then it's not a bubble, it's real deal. So you want to join the real deal, don't miss out Python.